Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, for your Patreon cast for the week of December the 15th, it's going to be ShoWTimE and Reynor in an incredible PvZ here on Hard Lead. Bottom right, it's going to be Reynor. Top left, it's going to be ShoWTimE. Man, ShoWTimE has so much practice playing against elite Zerg players like Reynor and Serral. He knows how to give them trouble. He knows how to harass them. He knows how to macro behind the harassment. And this is a fairly early probe for block and hatches, but the timing is figured out, right? Right. So a 16 hatch, Reynor says, okay, I'll just take it over here. So if you're watching this the week of December 15th, 2023, thank you very much for supporting me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And if you're watching this in 2024, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I am here about 5 or 6 times a week with StarCraft 2 content, depending on the schedule. Yeah. All right, so 16, 18, 17 timing here. ShoWTimE. 1 gate expand timing. He's saving up 400 minerals. Okay. And this Overlord is making sure that there are no pylons coming up within his range. Well, his visual range, right? Right. We got a cyber core right here. Okay. Got a second pylon and a second gas as a follow-up. So yeah, 1 gate expand. Safe, economical. You can be aggressive. You can turtle. You can be economically aggressive and take a third base. But we will see. We will see what ShoWTimE wants to do here today. Yeah, so Terry the Overlord scouting out. Terry merch at falconpaladin.store. Anywho, hope you're all having a fantastic time. This is from Home Story Cup, which is always a very, very fun tournament. Lots of great players are involved in it. And overall, I just think it's a great thing, man. Home Story Cup. If you're not supporting it, if you're not watching it, you should. The casters are having fun. Everybody's just, it's kind of a looser environment than like an ESL Premier tournament, you know? But still, you have great players. They're having a lot of fun with it. And that's what I really like about Home Story. So, yeah, third base about now. You there, drone. You don't have enough resources quite yet. You're going to sit there until you do. 210, 220, 240, 250, 260, 270, 290, and 300. Ka-chow. And by that, I mean ka-chow. There it is. It was late because this Adept was causing problems. See? ShoWTimE knows how to harass and make this third base of Reynor be later than he wants it to be. And you're not going to beat Reynor because he made his third base late. But you know what? If you do a 10 of those little things to make Reynor late on timings and miss something, and that's when the door opens for possible wins against this guy. It's not easy. Not easy being cheesy. Not easy playing Reynor. I'm not saying ShoWTimE is a favorite here by any stretch, but he can defeat him. No questions asked. I've cast it. I've cast ShoWTimE wins over Reynor before. So, Oracle opening. No Phoenix. Nothing crazy. No Void Ray. Not that there's really anything crazy you can make out of a Stargate. Like, all the units are pretty viable in this matchup. This Oracle's name is simply Orifice from Waldo. Thank you, Waldo, for the Orifice Oracle name. Creep spread connecting all 3 of these bases is going to be a major priority here for Reynor. We know that. Warp Gate's coming in from ShoWTimE on the other side. And a Spore. Yeah, safety Spores coming up. 2 Queens in the main. They're going to do great positioning. Yeah, if you get those early hits off on an Oracle before she can dive bomb in on top of your drones, that's great. Lings, a lot of Speedlings actually. Overmaking Lings to kill just a couple of Adepts, but hey, maybe they also want to try to shut down this third base, but guess what? You're able to get Oracles out, and that's going to save this base. Yep, CCC, you can get a third base fast with a 1 gate expand timing because you get a Stargate out fast enough to get an Oracle to defend. This is beautiful. Spore replanting, now that there's creep for it to replant onto here at the natural. We're going to call it the natural base now. And all's well. I mean, ShoWTimE's third base being incredibly safe is really nice for him. It allows him to do other stuff like, well, throw up a robotics facility. Maybe get some observers out for scouting purposes, right? I mean, probably not worrying about lurkers anytime soon, but eventually, sure. Oh, I don't know about these adepts. I mean, yeah, they're gonna die. But 4 drone kills. Oh, 4 drone kills, not bad. And also, Oracles swung into the natural base and got several more kills because there were 3 of them. Yeah, man. Oh, we gotta check that out. We gotta see that action. So the queens were over here, but then, oh, 1 spore to deal with this many. Okay, that was very well executed. But like I said, ShoWTimE knows what he's doing. 4th base coming up from a Reynor here on the right side. Queens were expecting the Oracles to come from this way. Instead, they come from here. Absolutely fantastic. Roach Warren from Reynor. We don't see a ton of Roach openings against Protoss. We haven't really seen like a Queen Walk Roach Ravager style thing. Still fairly viable. You can definitely do it if you're trying to kill a Protoss you think is trying to tech up to Sky Toss real fast, which is not happening here. Extra gateways getting thrown down, Forge coming in, but you know, a transition to Sky Toss later is always on the menu, boys. It's always very possible. Immortal coming in from ShoWTimE. And because I rewound, now Samwise Didier is in the portrait instead of Basilisk, the esports team. That is such a weird bug, man. I don't think we're ever going to fix it. Revelation tossed down, 2 drones, but the Oracles got away with their lives. Low HP, but still alive. Twilight Council on the way for charge and maybe for researching Storm. And, oh, hang on a second. Did he cancel that? He canceled that Roach Warren, then toss it up in here and then threw down a Spire. What are these shenanigans? What shenanigans are happening here, friend? Ooh, spore me. Spore it. Oracles kill a couple lings. Why not, right? Your laser beam got turned on. Might as well kill something that's here. So yeah, Reynor getting +1 melee attack and a Roach Warren. It's almost like that's a fake out. It's like, come see my Roach Warren. I'm obviously making roaches, make a lot of immortals, and then it's like just nothing but 100 speedlings, and it's like, ah ha ha ha, I have fooled you. Honestly, like 50 speedlings would wreck this. There's not enough force fields to prevent them from doing that, and all of this sucks against links, except for maybe these two zealots, maybe this adept too. Another Revelation gets tossed down on the natural base. Hallucinated Phoenix scouts in, sees the Spire, sees the Roach Warren, and evaporates. Creep spread, good. This is not something that ShoWTimE's really paid attention to, is denying creep spread. But been killing drones instead, trying to slow our guy Reynor down, if just a bit. And yeah, gate. That's what we're doing here, friendos. It's all gates all the time. An Archon just, there you go, 2 Archons just finished morphing in. So Archon, Stalker, Immortal, Sentry. 5th base of Reynor coming up. These Oracles have just had free reign up. And then Orifice gets exploded, unfortunately. It's never great. And it's Mutalisks. We have not seen Mutas in a ZVP in a while. That is astounding to me. And Phoenix production has begun. There's already 2 Phoenix out, and there's another one on the way. So, like, yeah, that's why it's astounding to me. It was a Stargate opening. You know it was. And immediately a Mutalisk dies, and then another one dies. And then all of this investment Reynor put into these Mutas is just absolutely flushed down the toilet, and it's embarrassing and really sucks. Yeah, none of the Phoenix die because ShoWTimE's micro is too good for that. And bam, okay. Well, that experiment of making 6 Mutalisks, what are you doing? He's making 6 more Mutas and getting, he insists on continuing to produce Mutalisks. I don't know what Reynor is doing here. I really don't. The Phoenix killed every one of your initial 6 Mutas with no casualties. He's like, well, I'm going to make more this time. Look, I have 20 now. Dude, if you just showed up with these Archons and a little Phoenix support, I think ShoWTimE could like win the game right now. Those Mutas are not going to handle these Archons and these Stalkers and like 4 or 5 Phoenix. Come on. Whoop. Fleet Beacon getting tossed down and 2 Stargates on the way. So ShoWTimE says, all right, it's time. It is time to go Sky Toss with a really hard to deal with composition. And he's like, wait, what? I would be saying, wait, what here? Because I thought I taught you a lesson. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? .spongebob.meme. Yo. So, I don't know. I mean, sure. They killed some stalkers. Might kill a pylon here. They might deny Storm. That would be great. Banelings getting into that third base of ShoWTimE, though. Killing 17. What? So the army gets entirely out of position. We do have some Banelings down here. The Mutas, right? Phoenix are problematic. Storm's on the way. And then ShoWTimE abandons this position. What? Where's this Archon going? And it's like he doesn't even see these Banelings walk in. What the heck? ShoWTimE, I think maybe he was like, I need to send these Archons up to the main to defend, and then he wasn't looking. He catches these Lings, he deals with the Lings, and the Banelings just slow walk into his mineral line. Shield battery overcharge, keeping that Archon alive for sure. Phoenix. As long as they keep a distance from the Mutas, which they can do, they can get some work done. More Banelings! And Lings here into this fourth base. Good golly, Miss Molly. 32 probes have now died. So, I don't like the Mutas, but by golly, he's done enough economic damage to ShoWTimE that maybe it doesn't matter if the Mutas are cost efficient or not here. He's kind of flipped it over onto the other side. And 9 Pulse Crystals is going to finish here. Going to help the Phoenix immensely against these Mutas. Yeah, see, there's the purple now. Good luck. Good luck, guys. Shield battery. Why is shield battery not healing that Phoenix? Okay, so now it's like, oh, he did pick off a Phoenix, though. That counts for something. Reynor tried rolling in here, but then there were Archons and Immortals and Stalkers and stuff, so he was like, never mind. I'm out. And once again, the dead Muta count in this game is just... It's like if I was trying to play Mutas against ShoWTimE, all my Mutas would die. They would get less value than these guys did. Not that they got a lot of value. Okay, they just killed another Phoenix. So it's not the end of the world, but it kind of is. I mean, that is 36 Mutalisks that have died. Resources lost are 12,000 to 7,000. ShoWTimE being more cost efficient for obvious reasons. Oh, this group of Lings got caught by a stasis. Reynor's not being very careful with stasis today. Second stasis catches him. All right, Reynor's got some Hydras now. Deal with the Archons, to deal with the Phoenix, to deal with the Immortals. Hydraling Baneling is actually pretty great here, except for the Storm. The Storm is a problem. And there's like one High Templar in this general vicinity. So this is going to be a problem for ShoWTimE all of a sudden. Banelings are sort of crashing onto Archons, which they should not do by any stretch. What was that all about? Oh my gosh, Reynor's sloppy, a little bit sloppy, but then he gets it done on Lings into the fourth base of ShoWTimE, and like, he doesn't like, he does. He kills 8 more probes. And the Lings die, but Lings are free. They're effectively free. I don't know about that Archon coming over here. So look, Reynor's lost some drones. He's lost some Mutas. What he hasn't done is lost any bases, which is good. That's how a Zerg player loses his EVP, is by losing bases. And how Protoss loses a PvZ is they lose army engagements, right? If they lose in a giant Skytoss army, it's pretty hard to come back from that position, you know? And if you lose a giant tier 3 heavy comp here, same thing. Mutas are just giving up at this point. We're dead, we know. Thanks, I guess. Adrenal's coming in, 46 Lings on the way, a Lurker Den on the way from Reynor. Snipe, thanks to you, Mr. Overseer of Friendliness. Sure, a bunch of Zealots come in. This is why you have Spines at your outer-lying expansions. They can't stop the Zealots necessarily, but they can slow them down enough that your Lings can respond and save the day. Get Spines, Zergs. Protoss is good at static defense. Zerg needs to work on this, right? Look, this base has no static defense at all. Like, well, what if you get pulled out of position with these Hydras? What then? Well, this base probably just dies. Got ourselves a carrier in production. Got a pretty naked expand over here, which means it's going to get canceled. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, against a Zerg player, you just can't. You can't just expand with nothing protecting it. I know you want to. There you go, clearing out some creep. Reynor taking yet another base. Going to be his 6th one down here at about the 7 o'clock position. More carriers plus 2 air weapons on the way. The Phoenix are trying to find some value by lifting and killing some Hydras. You know what? That counts as good value. Killing this Overseer is also fantastic. Forcing a cancel on it. Ah, got another cancel on this 5th base of ShoWTimE's, though. These Lings with Adrenal, man. They got +2 attack. They know what's up. They don't have any armor upgrades, but really against Protoss, does armor really matter when there's Archons going blah, blah on you? That armor's not really coming into play, you know? Not as much as you'd like it to. Lifting and killing Queens? Yeah, this Phoenix Ball's not just, you know, I'm not just saying, well, we killed all of the Mutas, what do we do now? And it's like, well, we could just move on to killing Hydralisks, is what we can do. Look at this ShoWTimE. Ah, so good. So good. My gosh, I don't know how many Hydras have died today. 19 of them have died, and I feel like, I don't know, 15 of them have been from these Phoenix. Looking good, guys. Reynor, I'm concerned about Reynor because he's not building Corruptors. He is making Lurkers and Banelings and stuff, and those are not good against carriers, it turns out. The carriers have arrived, and I don't know what he does to deal with those. He's like, well, if I just show up with enough Lurkers, I can win, right? And it's like, well, on some level, kind of, yes. Ooh, good Storm. Good Stasis again. Reynor's not doing a good job triggering Stasises with a single Ling, man. Not at all. These probes transferring through an active war zone. Not what they want to be doing. Not what they ever want to be doing. The mothership's on the way from ShoWTimE. Love that. So it's Hydra, Lurker, kind of Baneling, I guess. Ah, nice sandwich. Right side, top side, left side. Oracle gets sniped. Hydras have to retreat. Not enough Hydras to deal with this mess. And the high ground now belongs to ShoWTimE. He can protect 2 of his bases up here, kind of. For the most part, anyway. Banelings? Oh boy. What the heck did I just do? I don't know what that hotkey was, but Banelings tried to get on those probes and did not. Workers killed, huh? D? G, F, shift? How do I get rid of this? I was doing Control Shift F for follow. C works. Good time warp toss down here. Gotta retreat very slowly. Viper's coming in. +2 flyer attack on the way from the Zerg. The Protoss is working on more carriers, more upgrades for said carriers. And it just, okay. If you're just not going to adequately defend your bases, I don't know what to tell you. If ShoWTimE loses this game, it's because he's just not keeping his probes all that much alive. He's down to 50 workers. He's lost 71 probes so far in this game, and this Nexus is going to die too. Because ShoWTimE can't recall over here. He's got a giant army threatening him. Actually, they all pulled back because they're like, that was good. I don't have to risk threatening that 4th base anymore if the 5th base of ShoWTimE goes down. Either one is good for me. And ShoWTimE says, okay, I can't win this thing 4 bases to 6. I got to get out here. And, well, check if there's a bottom left base. There's not. That's good news for me. There we go. Now 12 Corruptors are getting fired up here from Reynor. Lings, oh, not with an Archon back here, sir. Nope, 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 nope. And Reynor recognizes that and gets out. So, +3 missile attack is getting researched from Reynor. No idea what killed drones. There's Zealots down here. 4 drones go down. And then the bulk of the army shows up. And the Lurkers are fairly well defending it. Abduct and 2 volley. There you go. Enough Corruptors to 2 volley down the carriers. Eventually, you want enough Corruptors with good enough upgrades to 1 volley down carriers. And then the carriers really start to struggle. against Zerg. Like, I mean, they're pretty good up until that point. You have to 2 or 3 volley down a carrier, then you're going to have a bad time, but... Ah, see? Abduct and 2 volley. It's good! Abduct and 2 volley is still good. Not something ShoWTimE wants to see, but man, that Archon count is heavy. That's what the Hydras are for, but I'm not sure that's enough Hydras to deal with these guys either. They're sniping spores, but the Lurkers are really keeping ShoWTimE at bay here. I mean, Archons don't take bonus damage from Lurkers, so they're relatively free, but they still take full damage. They take a lot of damage, man. Shields take damage from everything. And that's all Archons are. They have the splash against and the bonus against biological, which gives them their value against Zerg especially. But Reynor is just impossible to break here. This is not working for him. Another abduct. Oh, the mothership. Woohoo! Bam! Gets absolutely murked there. ShoWTimE just trying to be like, the Lurkers are not fast, right? The Lurkers can't reposition quickly. Ah, Lurker spines are tearing through our Archons. Yes, they can. But that hatch is down. All right, so you start to kill hatches. That's how you win this game. Lurkers try to burrow, try to like get behind the Nexus, but that's an absolutely insane denial out of ShoWTimE. None of those 3 Lurkers even burrowed. And now they're all dead. That's crazy good. So let's see. We're now on 5 base to 5 base. Income's been favoring Reynor, but it's way closer, like way up to the middle line there with ShoWTimE at the moment. This is crazy. This is a lot of Archons, man. Hydras are the answer here. Hydra against Archon has always been the answer since the Brood War days. What do we got here? Well, we've got Reynor trying to retake that base. Zealot, try to shut it down. No. No, you're not. ShoWTimE, just, you know, being patient. Just patiently sharking around, trying to find any kind of value that he can. Maybe killing an Overlord here and there. Maybe trying to expand up that way, but these Lings have been so active. They don't want to fight Zealots and Cannons together. Reynor makes Changelings, and then I was going to say, like, sends them back home. But no, they're on a mission. They're on a mission somewhere. They're slow Zealots, so it's very easy to tell that they are Changelings if ShoWTimE looks at them. Which is kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a Changeling. I really wish they would fix that. Did he try to send a drone down here and expand? He did. These 2+2, yeah, these +2 Adrenalings going to have a good time. So Reynor's 6th base is coming back. I think it's the 5th, but it is going to bring him back up to 6. Army value pretty even. Worker count is bigger for Reynor, but that just means that ShoWTimE can actually get a slightly bigger army as a result. It's not really how you want to deal with a Protoss if you're Zerg, is them having a bigger army than you. Oh, gosh. Oh, the warping. Oh, it was almost perfect. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Pushing down here to the south, too, is ShoWTimE. Trying to throw some feedbacks on those Vipers. Man, so these Lings all get cleaned up after accomplishing very little. I think they might have killed a cannon, but maybe not even. ShoWTimE trying to bust up this rent. Nice, good. Okay, good storm on some drones. Killed an extractor. 9 drones went down. But this right base exists. Reynor's taking a bottom left base, too. I mean, yeah, his main base is all mined out, but that's why we're expanding some more. ShoWTimE taking the top right base. That's going to be his 6th. If he can get it up. Again, it's... Okay, I was going to say, it's entirely undefended, but no, he learned his lesson from the last time. He's up here actively defending it, and he had the Zelnaga Watchtower before Zerg just took it, so he knew where the Zerg army was. He said, okay, now it's your turn to come up a ramp against me. And the Zerg's like, okay. We'll run these Lings into a ridiculous meat grinder for no reason at all. That was, I don't know what that was from Reynor. There's a lot of dead Lings, and now there's no buffer for these Lurkers at all. Lurkers do bonus damage to armored. Guess what's not armored? Zealots and Archons. Neither of them are armored units, but also the damage is still damage. So, it's not ideal to be taking damage from the Lurkers. It's still a decent amount. Oh, Oracle. Get sniped here. The dancing. The dancing today. Yep, Lurker's trying to shut down this entire base. It's only, okay, it's 4 of them, which is problematic. 3 Phoenix. That might be the last of the Phoenix. Let's find out. Yes, there's a Tempest, 5 Carriers, 8 Archons, and a bunch of High Templar. What a weird comp this is. Lings can finish off that Nexus, but decide not to. Gosh, infinite Lurkers down here, man. Reynor, okay, you know what's really good against Lurkers is Immortals. But the Ling count is so heavy, you can't just go Immortal. Because the Immortals will get surrounded and killed by these Adrenal Lings easy peasy. Not an ideal situation at all. Well, he just abandons this base, recalls somewhere else. And maybe this bottom left base might go down. Yeah, the ground army, the Lurkers are somewhere else. So this base is going to die as a result. So we are just trading bases here, man. Hatch is down, Nexus is down. It's a 5 basing Protoss versus a technically 6 basing Zerg, but it just feels like these bases are getting mined out pretty quick for Reynor. I mean, there's 35 minerals on that patch. There's 900 on that one, so we have not been mining evenly at all here today. Some Broodlords joined the fray from Reynor. All right, so that's why Tempests are on their way from ShoWTimE. Snipe, beautiful. Just, you know, taking what you can get. Not getting greedy at all. Lings check to make sure this base doesn't exist. And then just burrows in 12 Lurkers and says, your entire ground army is mine now. But seriously, Immortals, like 6 Immortals, just going boom, chunk, 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 doing huge amounts of damage to those Lurkers would be amazing. There's 1 Ling just forced to cancel on that base. 1 Zergling forced to cancel on that base. Infestors are on the way. ShoWTimE says, can I take this bottom left base? Absolutely not. La 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 la, Broodlords, la 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 la, chonk 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 chonk. Okay, they expired though, but the rest of the army is here. Now they can one volley down carriers. That is what Reynor's been trying to go for here. Feedback on the Vipers, Tempest hits, and Storm on the Broodlords is good. ShoWTimE, I don't know if he can hold this, and he kind of needs to. Quick, get up some shield batteries. That's going to be really nice in this situation. Shield batteries are always good, but in this situation, 27 minutes into a game against Reynor, yeah. I mean, who knows how long this game is going to go. I certainly don't. StarCraft doesn't tell me how long the replays are, and they haven't for years, and I don't know what the problem is. Okay, well, never mind. This base is not happening. How about up here? I'm just trying to expand to one of these corners. If you could let me expand to one of these corners, it'd be nice. Now the Lurkers start the trek up to the right side. ShoWTimE says, wait, I have a tiny window. If the Lurkers are over there, then maybe we can actually do this. Maybe we can take this hatch down, but the Lurkers on creep especially. Don't take that long to get here. That Archon, oops, surrounded and massacred. 15 kill Archon, 6 kill Archon, 11 kill Archon, doing all right for themselves. Ling makes sure ShoWTimE doesn't expand here. Hard Lead does not have a ton of places to expand, as we are seeing, right? But Reynor needs a new base soon, too. I mean, having this one is okay, but that's mining out. This one's mining out. This one has, yeah, 4 patches remaining, which is not optimal. That's not a base. That's half a base at this point. This might just come down to, can ShoWTimE take and hold a 6th base? If he can do it, yeah, he can win this game. If he can't, though, it feels like it's Reynor's game to lose. Okay, Storm on the Lurkers. They have a lot of HP, so Storm's not like going to one-shot them, but bruising them up so that Archons only need 1 or 2 hits to take them down is going to be real, real nice. Is he going to transfuse any of these? I don't know if there are that many queens on the map at this stage. There's 3. There are 3 queens on the map. And he has enough energy, or she has enough energy for a transfuse. So does she. Has enough energy for 2 transfuses, and she also has 2 transfuses available. 3, I'm sorry, maths are hard. They would have 3. Lurker's not getting greedy, not going to go jump on top of this base and take all the cannon hits. Although they probably could at this point, especially if Lings are kind of in there taking the cannon hits for them. Like this, kind of. Yeah, this is looking bad. I think ShoWTimE's just getting squeezed. Although this base is largely mined out, and if it allows him to take this top right base instead, it's fine. Oh, the Brood. What are the Broodlords doing here alone? Why are they alone? They're not. There are infestors here. Haha, there is support. So ShoWTimE's 5th base is dead, but the 6th base is running, and that is worth it at this stage. Lurkers on a rampage to kill defunct bases at this stage of the game, which, again, ShoWTimE can accept. Reynor's trying to expand down the bottom left here, and he does have a hatch, and he's got 1 drone working the hatch. Why is it? There we go. Like, why did it say 0? There's 1 drone here. More Broodlords getting added on, more carriers being added in here. It's a very delicate balance, trying to figure out how many carriers do you need, how many Tempests you need. Does he have tectonic destabilizers? No, somehow he doesn't have that, despite having 6 Tempests. See, this is why they gave you tectonic destabilizers, because shooting down spores was annoying with Tempest and took too long. I don't know about this. ShoWTimE needs to deal with this somehow, and carriers are going to be amazing against a Lurker Ling army without a doubt. It's just this Corruptor army is the problem for that, right? There are enough Vipers and Corruptors to 1 volley down carriers, and that's just not going to work. So, both players get these corner bases. Income is now favoring ShoWTimE just a little bit. But I think as soon as Reynor fully saturates this thing, we'll see those numbers change. Does he have any idle drones anywhere? How many drones are on this? Just the 2? Reynor's so good, man. I can't tell you how many times I get to the 30-minute mark in a game, and I go check a base I haven't looked at in 3 minutes, and there are like 12 drones on 1 mineral patch. And I'm like, should probably move those to one of the new bases I've made. We're making the mothership, assuming this 1 Lurker doesn't kill that Nexus in the meantime, though. Ah, storm, 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 abduct, feedback, storm. The spellcasting here has been fantastic. Zealots are like, aha, you thought you'd get up this ramp? No. Okay, so Lurkers are dying. Reynor's up 183 to 157 supply. He's down 33 to 25 workers. Reynor has a bigger army right now. This is getting tight. Once these corner bases start mining out, we're going to be in a very tough economic position for both players, it feels like. I'm not sure anyone... I was going to say, no one's going to be in a worse position, but ShoWTimE has enough carriers that rely on constant mineral income to replace interceptors. That might be a problem for him if the game gets to that point where the map is mined out and there's no bank at all, and then suddenly the carriers are pretty much dead weight. Lurker is trying to shut down this top right base, but guess what? Shutting down the bottom left base is as easy as 3 Zealots, 5 Zealots, whatever. Natural Nexus is down. The mothership does a recall up here to save this base. Okay, both players losing workers, though. Not ideal. Has to do another recall onto this to deal with these Lings. And enough Lings do go down to the bottom left to shut down the harassment at the bottom left corner. But my gosh, 20 drones have died in all chaos. That is 63 drones have died. 103 probes have died. If ShoWTimE can win this game after losing 103 probes, it's going to be a game for the ages, folks. No one's even tried taking this base. I forgot this base existed because no one has tried taking it. That's all. Crazy, right? Abduct, abduct. Yeah, Tempest escaping. Not entirely, though. Hang on. Another Viper goes down. A carrier gets smashed here, too. Yo. That attack angle is not one we see a lot. I have to kind of like twist my camera a little bit. 136 to 148 army, but the splash damage here from ShoWTimE is insanely good. Okay, Lurker down. A fungal to prevent the Archons from retreating means 3 of them die. Thanks to that fungal. That's massive. That's really big. If you can head bottom left and wipe this base out while simultaneously protecting the top right, that'd be good. That's the power of recall, though, right? Lings are like the main base is like playground for us. Zealots. Other zealot. Okay, yeah. No surrounds available. Great positioning. Hatch down. Hatch down. That's big. That is so big. Another storm gets tossed. Do you want to abduct High Templar here? The zealots did what they could to hold the Ling onslaught, but these guys still are on 2-2 and Adrenal. I feel like there's been some time to get them 3-3, but Reynor does not care. I guess he wants more of the upgrades along the lines of +3 flyer attack and +3 flyer carapace, which makes sense. Yeah, see, this is Reynor being like, this base is here. No one has taken it. No one's even tried. No one's even attempted it. Reynor retaking bottom left base, but ShoWTimE's like, you thought I went away. Guess what I didn't do? I didn't go away, but the entire Zerg army is here because he knows how important it is to defend it. If he loses this base again, he doesn't have enough money to actually rebuild it. So he's long distance mining, but that's not going to get up to 300 minerals super fast. These Lings are free. But man, look at that turnaround time from Reynor, though. 6 stuff. Another carrier on the way from ShoWTimE. Both players are baroque. And again, interceptors are not free. Both players a little bit cautious. Not willing to risk it all to get in here. And just do a full-on straight engagement. You can't A-move the Corruptors over those Archons. And you can't A-move the carriers into the Corruptors. Feedback. That positioning of that High Templar was great. Got some great feedbacks off on those Vipers. Now they have to do a little bit more consuming to get energy, but how much time is that going to take? And killing a Spore now is so worth it, but ShoWTimE's like, no, I'm too deep. Too deep on creep. Speaking of creep, let's kill some more of these tumors. How many tumors have died in this game? Is it not going to show me? Usually it does. Maybe I'm just blind. Nope, not in there. Strange. Strange and frustrating. This game, though. My goodness. It's turning into one heck of a match. This mothership just kind of running around on its own. It's fast enough to do that. You used to not be able to do this because you couldn't retreat from anything. And now look how zippy this thing is. It's got better side-to-side movement, better acceleration, better top speed. It's smaller too, but it's just so much more nimble, and it's cheaper, and it has fewer shields and less HP and all this stuff. So place your bets, I guess. And we're looking at a pretty neck-and-neck game here at 38 minutes. Resources lost are 61,000 for ShoWTimE and 62,000 for Reynor. Not great for ShoWTimE. You really want to have a better resources loss number by a pretty significant amount if you're going to win this. Ooh, Tectonic Destabilizers coming in. And 1 Broodlord, 1 Corruptor from Reynor. I love it. I love the low econ StarCraft that's happening right now. 1 tier 3 unit. It's all we can afford at the moment. 1 Tempest. See, interceptors that are dying. That is not nothing. It used to be nothing. Not nothing anymore. Look at that stupid Spore. Tectonic Destabilizers not being Chrono Boost either. Which I think is funny because there's so much energy on these Nexuses. And I'm saying that. Yeah, this one has full energy. Chrono Boost out. Tectonic Destabilizers. ShoWTimE. Do it, man. I love the drone harassing. Oh, bit of a whiff on a fungal there, and a Broodlord dies. It's just trades. It's just trades at this point. Broodlord dies without losing a Tempest or a carrier. That's a win, right? Sniping a Queen. That's a win. ShoWTimE's been getting some really nice wins here. And Revelation means you don't have to go in here dark. You don't have to go in here blind. You know exactly the position of everything. You know you can dart in just close enough to kill a lurker and back out, thanks to Revelation. You know you're not going to get ambushed because the army is positioned back here and the Corruptors are nowhere to be seen. So I think ShoWTimE, he's just very patiently working his way to a win here. If this hatch goes down, I do not know if there's a path forward from Reynor for winning this game other than taking the only base that's been left alone today. Oh, is he going for it? He's sending Overlords in to absorb hits that otherwise more important units would feel, and he can't do that. He doesn't want the important units to take it. Oh, Tectonic Stabilizers is up. Okay, fungal down on everything. Broodlord's trying to whittle down the stuff on the ground, darting in on the right side. Here come the Corruptors. The Storm's keeping them away. Feedback's happening here. And are there enough Archons to keep these Corruptors off of the carriers, or is there anything to actually kill these Broodlords? Yes, there's enough Tempests and stuff to kill the Broodlords, but that means the Tempests are kind of getting some free reign here. This is crazy. This game's getting an epic tag. I don't care who wins it. The Broodlords are all dead. The Corruptors are tearing through the Sky Toss right now. There's an Overseer here. The Mothership maybe throwing on the cloak would be good. The 3/3 Corruptors. Oh, a Void Ray comes in. Prismatic alignments itself into wiping out these Corruptors. The Tempests aren't intended to kill Corruptors. Really, neither are the carriers. And ShoWTimE backs out. It's 51-51 supply after that engagement. That's crazy. This is nuts. Nobody has any cash. ShoWTimE actually has more cash than I expected him to. But Reynor's like, okay, there's a window here where, oh, look at this long distance mining. Why not long distance mining from here? I don't understand coming all the way over here to long distance mine. Your nexuses are closer here. This game's getting an epic tag. I cannot believe how close this thing is. We had a massive Sky Toss versus Sky Zerg battle. And at the end of it, both players were exactly at 51 supply. I don't know, throwing away lings like that is a problem. Reynor's trying to drone up on this base, and no one has tried taking this one yet. Is it cursed or something? I don't understand. Like, Reynor took the opposite one, okay. I mean, it died eventually, but it got mined out before it died, and that's a success. Don't understand it. So, we're looking at a Tempest, 2 carriers, 4 High Templar, and a Mothership with 8 Zealots. Against 5 Corruptors, 2 Lurkers, 2 Vipers, 21 Lings, and 5 Hydras. I kind of like the composition for Reynor better here. Just the Corruptors counter both the Mothership and the carriers so perfectly. There's just nothing that can stop the big ticket items from dying, and from there, the Zealots aren't really the big problem. Right? They do jump on top of these Hydras and these Lurkers. They try anyway. Abduct, abduct. I think ShoWTimE just got wiped out. I think that's our GG. Yeah, he tried, but the spores burrowing up there were really problematic. Lings are like, can we take down... we get these High Templar, and then the Corruptors are like, oh yeah, there's a Mothership left. And that's it. Oracle down. ShoWTimE's down to 10 total supply. GG. Reynor gets the win in 43 minutes. What an absolutely back and forth crazy epic ZVP that was. That was tough. Oh, that was so tough. My goodness. What a great game that was, though. And yeah, I don't know why anybody, just nobody tried to take this. Why didn't anybody try to take it, man? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know. But yeah, 80,000 resources lost to 81,000 resources lost versus a Zerg player is not good enough. I know there were some cost-efficient trades here from ShoWTimE, but maybe we just needed more Void Rays to counter both the Corruptors, and they can burn down the Broodlords as well. And it's not cost-efficient to abduct a Void Ray and from a pack of Void Rays. So, maybe something that would have changed the outcome here today. But yeah, let's see how many bases were lost. 4 hatcheries down, 6 nexuses down, including 6 warp gates, 41 mutalisks that did not pay for themselves. 45 lurkers are dead. We got 32 corruptors dead. 16 carriers died. 30 archons. 2 motherships. 2 motherships died. When was the last time you saw that? But yeah, that was an incredible Patreon cast. So, okay. So that's going to be it for me. Reynor gets the win, but ShoWTimE sure made him work for it, right? So go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also find me at Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.